Of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Danny. Undercrush. Ready?
Now a give left side to Fall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, Steve 6. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Got it. Down. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, tight. Check 43. 80 weapon. Mike 13. Let him know. Mike 13, Mike.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 8, read. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a handoff here to his running back. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check pass. Check. Lucky. SOS. Yep. 52. Mike 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 13. Mike 13. Exit. Free. Don't let it free.
From the gun, it's Manning. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. It's certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
70, Indy. Watch the slant, watch the Bravo. 36. Five.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leo. Hey, Wahoo. Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Travel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
We go tonight. 20. Yo.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now gone. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's gone. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Whoa. Gotta do better.
Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Manning now on 1st down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 or. Hey, Foxtrot.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will be.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So we have come to halftime at what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second and a couple. Goff. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Focus, defense, focus.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in.
3 buds, 3 buds.
Mike 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the set. 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shift, shift. Big rip, big rip.
Throwing is Manning. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready, break.
Mike 13.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Bam, bam. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready? 10 Lobo. He's coming. Hey, Orbit.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 13. I'm coming.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Manning. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check tight.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now again, right side. Cannon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Manning going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really like.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing now is Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Manning now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Goff going to throw it. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ready. 13. He's coming. Check him.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Blue draw Corkers.
Flare.
Yes. Hey, Echo.
13, Mike 13. I got
Go.
Manning now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Go. Gator.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. Watch 16.
Hit it.
One final try now from Manning. Flush to his right. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Reds.